In this video, we're going to dive into two incredibly powerful Excel functions: index and match. These two functions are like a dynamic duo when it comes to lookups, and when you combine them, they're a fantastic alternative to the more commonly used VLOOKUP. By the end of this, you'll see how they can really make your Excel experience much more flexible and efficient. So, let's break down each function, and then we'll explore how they work together in a super effective way. Let's start with the index function. This function is designed to return the value found at a specific intersection in an array or table. Let's see how to use it. Type equals index in the any cell. Now, you simply need to provide three key pieces of information: the range of values or array, the row number, and the column number. For instance, let's say we've got a data range from B4 to C12. If we choose row 5 and column 2, Excel will return Spain, because that's the value at the intersection of the fifth row and the second column. The beauty of index is that it just pulls the value directly from the coordinates you've specified. No fuss, no complications. It's simple and straightforward. Next up is the match function. Match is all about helping you locate the relative position of an item within a given array. Let me show you how this works in action. Let's see how to apply match function. First, type equals match. Then we have three arguments in this function. First is the lookup value, which is Laura in cell B16. Then the second argument is lookup array, the range in which we want to find our lookup value. I will select the range from B4 to B12. The third and final argument is match type. For this, I will choose an exact match by typing 0. By using the match function, Excel will return the position of Laura within that list. For example, if Laura is the second item, the result will be 2. You can use match vertically or horizontally, so it's extremely flexible. Let's say we want to search for country within a range from B3 to F3. Now, select the exact match. Press Enter, and match will return the number 2 because country is in the second column of that range. See how that's working? It's pretty handy. Now, let's take things up a notch by combining the power of index and match. Together, these two functions create a powerhouse for lookups, and they actually offer several advantages over the VLOOKUP function. One key benefit is that they allow for much more flexibility. With index, you choose the location where you want to extract data, and match helps you find the position of that data within the array. When you combine them, you can look up data in any direction, not just from left to right like VLOOKUP forces you to do. Let me give you a practical example. Imagine you've got two tables, one on the left, your source table, and one on the right, where you need to fill in the data. We start by using the match function to figure out the relative position of the teams in the source table. Let's say you are looking for Lazio. So, this is our lookup value in cell H4. Now, fix the column reference so that we can drag this formula downwards, and the lookup value will shift to H5. You'd use match to find where Lazio falls in the range B4 to B12. After doing that, Excel tells us that Lazio is in the 4th position and Bruce is in the 5th position. But, hold on a second. Something's not quite right. It looks like Bruce isn't showing up where we expected. A quick review reveals that we forgot to fix the table reference in our formula. Once we correct that, match works perfectly, and now we can see that Bruce is actually in the 6th position. Next, we copy the match formula down to other cells, and suddenly we have the correct positions for all the teams. But we're not done yet. Now let's bring in the index function. The beauty of index is that it will use the positions we found with match to pull the actual team names from the source table. So, we'll tell index to pull the data from the right range and the row number will come from the match function's result. Let's do it. I will type index before match and then select the range from C4 to C12 as array argument for index function. Let's fix this reference. When we press enter, we get our result England for Laura. But wait, when we drag this down, we get the correct result only for some data. Otherwise, this shows the wrong data. Upon inspection, we realize the issue is with the row references for index. We need to fix those, but not the column references. Once we make that small adjustment, everything works like a charm. Now, the correct team data filled in our table. To recap, match helps us identify the position of an item in an array, while index uses that position to extract the relevant data from another range. The real magic happens when you combine them. Together, they let you perform lookups that are far more flexible and versatile than anything VLOOKUP can offer. With index and match, you can retrieve data from any direction, not just from left to right. One of the biggest advantages over VLOOKUP is that index and match aren't limited by the direction of the lookup. For example, imagine you've moved the team column to the right of the data in your source table. If you used VLOOKUP, it would throw an error since it can only search from left to right. But with index and match, that's no problem. Even if your lookup value is on the right side of the table, these functions still work perfectly. This gives you so much more flexibility when working with data. In conclusion, the combination of index and match is an absolute game changer, especially when you need to perform dynamic and flexible lookups. They let you search in any direction you choose, and they work beautifully even when your source data is complex or constantly changing. This dynamic duo provides a far more efficient and powerful way to extract the data you need without the constraints of VLOOKUP. I hope this video has helped you unlock the true power of index and match. Thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to see how you put these tools to use in your own Excel projects.